you read a story today about the region with the most expensive food, and I would like to for you to read the story in full for me, because I think it's something we should talk about. Western region has come up as the region with the most expensive food basket in that poll. Don't know whether how that compares to the statistical service and their own food inflation
somehow rate. Volta region was also in the top 3 or 5 as
of the most expensive.
So let me bring you that. Western region tops cost of healthy diet in Ghana. Ministry of Food and Agriculture reports that the Western region has emerged as the most expensive region in Ghana to maintain a healthy diet, according to a new report released by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, MOFA. Now, the region recorded a minimum cost of a healthy diet, COHD, of 21.29 Ghana cedis in the first quarter of 2025.
The minimum cost of a healthy diet.
Yes, please.
21.29 Ghana cedis
in the first quarter of 2025, significantly higher than the national average of 15.11 Ghana cedis. Now, this figure represents 6.18 Ghana cedi increase above the national average, which is 11.46 more than the Ahafo region, which recorded the lowest of 9 Ghana cedis.
So with 9 cedis in Ahafo, you can get a healthy meal.
Yes, please.
But in Western region, you can get it for 21. Almost 22 cedis.
Correct.
Average is 15 cedis.
Super.
What are the regional averages?
Now, other high-ranking regions include Greater Accra.
How much?
20.31 Ghana cedis.
We die finish.
Volta region, 20 cedis, 29 pesos.
Volta region?
Yeah. Eastern region, 16 cedis, 89 pesos.
Which is close to the average.
And guess where's next?
Where?
Ashanti region, 15 cedis, 99
So
pesos.
Eastern and Ashanti are close to the average.
Yeah.
Volta, Greater Accra, and Western are far above the average.
Exactly.
Who are the lower ones?
So Ahafo is there. Bono Ahafo is the lowest.
9.
Yes. Bono Ahafo had 9.
No. Bono Ahafo is not a regional.
Apologies. Ahafo.
Ahafo is 9.
Thank you.
Okay.
So the findings were presented during a dissemination workshop, and the launch was done by MOFA, clearly. So the COHD is defined as the minimum cost required to meet daily nutritional needs as outlined in Ghana's food-based dietary guidelines. So according to the report, okay, let me take it from here. Data was collected from over 70 food items across 190 markets nationwide, using weekly pricing updates to compute monthly regional averages. So according to the report, vegetables and animal source foods formed the largest cost components.
Vegetables and animal sourced foods.
Yes.
Okay.
Formed the largest cost components, accounting for 30% and 27% of the total diet cost respectively. Starchy staples contributed 20%.
So Kenke, Banco and their brothers.
Thank you. Followed by legumes, nuts and seeds.
Beans, granules and other things.
Yeah. So 14, 7 and 1% respectively. So Ms. Ahe attributed the price variations to seasonal availability, transportation costs, explaining that prices fluctuate depending on supply levels and the distances food items travel to reach markets.
So does that mean that in Western region the distances are more? I can understand Greater Accra region. There aren't a lot of big farms here. But Western region has a lot of
bad roads, terrible roads.
But that's a lot of farmlands too.
Yeah,
and Volta region too.
So those farmlands are now under sea from Galamseyas.
4 years ago, no, that's true actually. 4 years ago, when I was in Takwa Market Square, they call it Takrady Market. I learned that we're in Takwa as well. But I learned from the indigents that food was more expensive because a lot of focus is on mining, and the youth are also not going into agriculture. So even though it's you can tell that it's an agrarian community, the mining dominates the agric, and then food has to be imported from Navrongo and other places to the place. So food is expensive in generally mining rich or mining dominated communities. The cost of food is more expensive.
Also because of so much money in the system.
Precisely.
So there's inflation. But is there that much money in the Western region?
Oh, I mean in terms of those who are working mining directly, they get to, especially those who work directly in the proper mines, their salary is normally dollar denominated, although paid in local currency largely.
I see. So what about Volta region then, where there's no mining? How can food be? Volta is the second most expensive after Greater Accra and Western. So it's Western, Greater Accra, Volta are the top 3 for cost cost of a healthy diet?
What I do know is that we do a lot of cross-border trade. The Togolese people bring a lot of things in, and we also send a lot of things across the border. I don't know whether that plays its own part in terms of, because of the pricing. It may well be. I've not researched it, but I'm just telling you anecdotally.
Remember some time ago you asked which region people love to live in outside Accra, which is less costly and all. People mentioned the Volta region for its serenity and all, but they did mention that the cost of food in the Volta region was high.
No, that was
especially Ho.
That was in relation to Ho.
Yes, Ho in particular.
The Volta region generally is a very long region. So it suffers from, most regions are not that. How do I say it?
Like
yes, so it's quite. So Aflao is a coastal community compared to say Ohwe.
Aflao is just across the border from the capital of Togo, and generally in capital, cities, things are fairly high. The people know that what they can fetch 1 Ghana cedi for, they can take across the border and make 10 Ghana cedi.
But what about?
So that has its own impact.
So what about other
in
places?
My respectful view,
other places like Ho.
Ho is also
expensive in Ho. There's no Togo effect on Ho.
Well, Ho is not exactly very far from the border, though.
Oh, but I don't think that the people who are in Ho think of selling things in Togo for using the price higher. I think it would be a stretch.
Well,
that can be true for Aplau, but I don't think
it has to be investigated.
I don't understand it. The Minister of Agriculture, did they give any policy recommendations? Did they tell us, Caleb, what the findings mean?
And then also one thing that we didn't get from the report is the mix of things that constitute a healthy
diet.
That would have been very good.
Bobo with Gary.
So what he's reading is a newspaper report. So what he needs to then do is to get a full report. So Caleb, I think you have your job cut out.
Mr. Paul Siama, he's the acting chief director.
Siame,
thank you. He's the acting chief director of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and he emphasized the importance of access to healthy diets, linking nutrition to national productivity, child development, and chronic disease prevention. He added that findings would support evidence-based nutrition and food policy formulation. Professor Richmond Aite from the University of Ghana School of Public Health called for standardized measurement systems to ensure transparency in market pricing. So clearly, I have to get the full details to get the other points we are looking at. Because
we will get the full
What was the last time you bought Bobo?
Because these days we are fed in the company.
Yeah, school feeding.
Yeah, I think April, May, I used to buy a lot of it. It was still the cheapest food. Beyond Kinky.
On average, how much?
Sorry, what's Bobo?
Like beans, Gary and beans.
Yeah. So it was, if I want to eat and be filled without spending too much money, I'll do red. We used to buy some. Adabaka is pretty cheap. Tessanot is not that expensive. Kinky is also pretty okay. Rice and jollof was very expensive. Wache is also pretty high.
Tessanot is expensive, just for the record.
Yeah, but the red, they have some corner they buy. It's not that expensive. Adabaka is cheaper. But there's some red joint near where they sell the cars,
Bernard,
which is
it's
much
expensive.
No, compared to other foods.
Bernard, it's expensive. The Bobo there is expensive.
Okay.
How much is the average price?
The Bobo, if you don't buy 15 cedis, you won't be satisfied.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That
but does it have everything?
Compared to rice?
No, just the Bobo.
Just the Bobo.
I'm telling you.
No jomi
I'm
on
serious.
Is there jomi on it?
Yes.
No, the beans alone is not 15 cedis.
Bernard, I go to buy with Awo.
Maybe we have different levels. I don't eat a lot to be satisfied. Anyway, what I'm saying is that beans is supposed to be cheap.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if it's expensive in this list,
yeah, because the last time I tried, I was doing around 30 CDs with
30 CDs.
With Koliko.
So you are much higher than the national average. You are even higher than the Western region.
But guys, I think we shouldn't focus so much on the costs, because when we do that, then it may impact the nutritional value of the food that we're eating. The decision, I'm not trying to sound bougie or anything, but the decision really should be made on the kind of nutritional mix you want to get from the food, and not so much from the cost.
I think the report
but that doesn't mean that. No.
The report was emphasizing on the cost. The
consumers of we understand the milk and tea.
One switch. One switch.
The report was emphasizing on the cost.
But we just want Gary.
We just want to fill the stomach.
No, Sky, she's right. We are
talking
thinking
about costs, but it was also talking about a balanced meal.
Yes, that's important.
So the nutrition,
a healthy diet.
Thank you.
Because then that means the higher it costs, the less likely it's supposed to buy it. Because that's why it's an issue. If the cost of a healthy diet is so high, people will eat what is not healthy.
Yes.
That's the issue.
Okay.
So you cannot untangle the two.
Yeah, but that also means that we shouldn't buy beans and then add egg to it.
And fish and oil and all that.